Sending a man blitz. I know we said we're not going to do that. And of course, immediately, oh my God, Ayuk broke Patterson's tackle. He fumbles it. Oh my God, they got it. Harold down at the 2-yard line. Welcome back. This episode, we're going to try to get through Week 18, and then we'll see how far we go in the playoffs. I mean, if we're going to go more than the wild card, then maybe we'll just cover Week 18, the wild card, maybe the divisional. We'll see. It just depends on how things go. But, you know, like, if we win every single game, win the Super Bowl, I don't know that we're going to cover all of that in this one episode. But I'd say at max 3 games. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into Week 18, because before we go into our game against the Pats, we have one upgrade, and it's for Trenton Simpson. And Trenton Simpson is up to a 78. He's playing up to a 79. And we want to boost him as a hybrid safety, because hybrid is the one that's most likely to boost your man coverage. And that's the thing that he is weakest at. So we get +1 to man, +1 to zone, and then +1 to excel. So that's great. His speed is still 91. His excel's up to 96. Just imagine, we could move him back to linebacker if we really wanted to. His man is starting to get to a place where it's almost able to play man coverage. Is at 66 right now, playing up to a 67. The zone is not great either, but man, his hit power is insane. His block shed's fantastic for a safety. And again, right now he's a box safety. And that's where he's going to make the most sense, because obviously he's converted over from a linebacker. But great to see, almost up to an 80 overall. Okay, the last game of the regular season in Seattle. If you guys don't remember from last week, we beat the Raiders 40 to 30, but we got a key injury. Devin Witherspoon's going to be out for a significant amount of time. He would probably be back in time for the NFC Championship game if we made it that far. But that is a significant blow to us, because our second corner is Tariq Woolen. And then after that, it is probably Trey Flowers. So that means Tariq's obviously going to move up to corner 1, and Trey is probably going to be our corner 2. So we're going to have 2 taller zone corners. We're not going to be able to play a lot of man coverage. All right, right now we're going to start out in 3-4. We know that with Mac Jones, the Pats like to run the ball quite a bit with Ramondre. Bring in Marquise Blair down, coming in for the tackle. Getting him for a loss. I think that should count as a loss. All right, right now we got Anthony Barr in, and we got Jamie Collins in. This is not typically what we like to run. Oh, Ramondre is getting good blocks. Marquise Blair coming down to make the tackle again. Kind of got stuck in a formation we didn't want to be in on that play. Going to be in 1st and 10 now, near midfield. We got Marquise Blair playing over the top. Ramondre again coming out, getting great block. Oh, he broke the tackle. Can someone get to him? Tariq might be fast enough. Kobe Bryant finally brought him down. Terrible run defense. Terrible run defense. The blocking has been insane for the Pats so far, and I don't think they have a great O-line. We're going to check that out after these next couple of plays. But I did not do much scouting on this team. They're 6 and 10. Ramondre almost broke it for the TD. Goes down at the 1. And they're riding him. I expect to see a pass here, but you never know. They could just run it every single play. They've done that before. Forgot what game it was where they just ran it basically every play. They do throw it, and it's a touchdown. Mike Gesicki with the TD. Okay, let's take a look at this offense just to double check and see how good they are on the O-line. Trent Brown, 77. Let's see. Actually, yeah, Cole Strange is a 77. I didn't think he was that good. David Andrews, an 83. Mike Onwenu, 86. So they do have actually a really good O-line. Their right tackle is a little bit weak, but better than I expected. Well, the offense should be at full speed. We don't have a significant loss of any players. On the offense, Ken Walker breaks 1 tackle, picking up 8 yards. And I think the way we use Kenneth Walker and how good he is, he could be an all-timer. He could break records for us as long as he stays on the roster, as long as he's affordable enough for us. That's always the question with not just running backs, but any of our long-term players, is like whether or not we can keep them. But considering, let's see, Ken Walker underneath. Considering Gino's on, not an insane contract, we should be able to keep a lot of our key offensive talent. We're in I form, 2nd and 3. We're going to run Ken Walker again. Been working really well so far. Following the blocks, and we kind of just run into one of the linebackers, McQueen. Going to run play action, looking for DK down the field on the post route. Safety is helping, though, which means... Oh, no. We threw a pick. It's Gino's first pick. in like 6 or 7 games. Just a bad ball. We didn't see the safety, or actually Jonathan Jones, lurking. Yeah, we didn't see their corner lurking there, and we just made a really ill-advised throw. It was zone coverage. We saw the safety playing deep on DK Metcalf's post route. And wow, what a hit. And at this point, I don't know whether or not it makes sense to play our starters in this game. I don't know if we're secured at 10-7 in the exact same spot or not. So we're just going to go ahead and continue to play these starters. And with a young team like ours, it makes sense to play them anyways just to get them, upgrades. We already have a significant injury from last game in Devin Witherspoon. So, I mean, you can always get worse. You can always lose more players to injury. And Mac Jones and Ramondre couldn't connect on that. It's going to be a field goal attempt. Yeah, like I was saying, though, it can always get worse with injuries. But I think philosophically it makes sense for us to... Oh, my God. What an overthrow. Noah Fant still caught it with Matt Judon on his back. This could be a big Noah Fant game. I could actually see that happening this game. I don't know why in this particular game. He's been relatively quiet the last couple of weeks. We're going to send Ken Walker to go. We'd like to get this angle post route from Fant. And he is going to hold on to it down the 27-yard line. And we're going to look for him again on a corner route. We got 2 high safeties. DK is getting pressed on the outside of this. We're going to look at both Fant and DK. DK beats his man. The safety's playing over the middle, and DK is going to take it all the way into the end zone for his 18th touchdown on the season, I believe. Coming out in nickel, we got Devin Bush, and we actually have Rayshon Jenkins in right now as one of the nickels. And Rayshon, had a chance to get a pick. Doesn't really have that speed anymore to make plays over the middle. I was going to say, we saw that drag coming from a mile away, but he just couldn't make up the distance he had in between them. Trent Simpson playing over the middle, trying to get a shoelace tackle, doesn't do it. Ramondre carrying defenders, making it 3rd and 1. Ramondre up to 7 carries now for 82. Had that one really explosive run on their first drive. Still keeping the chains moving, though. You're going to drop down again. We got Marquise Blair coming down. Trent Simpson making the tackle, not getting stiff-armed. And yeah, in the nickel coverage that we're playing right now, we have Trenton Simpson as like the solo linebacker over the middle. Again, he is a safety for us, but he is kind of playing that singular run-stopping role over the middle right now. With his elite athleticism, he could be able to do it. Kobe Bryant can't play the flat well enough. And Kobe's going to get a lot of PT as well when we're playing nickel, obviously, because of Devin Witherspoon's absence. We're going to send Bryant on a blitz, and, damn it, the slant. Blair with the tackle. Okay, we're coming out in cover 2. Again, we're sticking to zone a lot because of our corners. Not excellent man corners. Over the middle is pretty wide open, but Christian Patterson comes in for the sack. In the current formation we're in, he's on the edge. And so sometimes he will be blitzing, sometimes he'll be dropping into coverage. I think that's kind of beneficial for him as well. He's not much of a pass rusher, but he's got enough speed where if he goes unblocked, he could make a play. Trent Simpson dropping back, and Mac Jones just throws it away. In this last game of the season, yeah, I don't know how essential it is that we actually win the game. Send Tariq on a blitz on this play, give it a try. Trying some new stuff out, though, just seeing if certain things work. They did a screen to Yaseki, who's going to go down, and it's going to be 4th and 5. They're going to take the field goal. They've ended up missing the field goal. We're coming out in single back. We got Dan Arnold on the left side blocking, and just immediately rushing through the line for a loss of about 5. Who was that on that play? Oh, Devin Godshaw. I don't even know how to say his name correctly. It's very like Louisiana. Okay. We got a couple of drags on this play. JSN's coming open. It breaks off one tackle. Gets a good block from Arnold. JSN only has one man to beat, I think. Jonathan Jones isn't going to catch him. And JSN's taking the drag all the way for 70 yards for the touchdown. Explosiveness. That's something that JSN hasn't really showed us much in his entire career with us so far, is his ability to catch it underneath and take it all the way. But he definitely did on that play. The one thing that concerns me about our offense for the postseason is that we're very feast or famine. So sometimes, yeah, we're going to get an explosive touchdown like we just had. Oh my God, Trent Simpson got just pancaked. So sometimes, yeah, we're going to excel and we're going to get big plays down the field. But sometimes we're just not going to be able to put up anything on the board on a given drive. Which, I mean, obviously that makes sense. But But you know what I mean? Like, we can't throw the ball in the medium area of the field due to Geno's lack of arm strength. So a consistent offense, it's again, feast or famine. Sometimes we're going to get breakaway big plays to DK, and sometimes we're going to get a 3 and out. And so that definitely worries me in the playoffs when we have to have a first down. 2nd and 10 as Mac Jones can't link up on the throw. And we were just running man there. We're going to go back into zone again. We want to limit how much man coverage we end up playing. Yeah, Trey Flowers playing deep coverage. Watching the deep in, going underneath. Derek Hall can't make the tackle. Trent Simpson does make it, though. It'll be 1st and 10. And the thing we do want to do, as little as possible, is have Derek Hall in coverage. Not because he can't play any coverage, but because he is by far our leading pass rusher. He's got 9 sacks, and I think the second highest is 3.5. Ramondre brought down by Tariq Woolen. 2nd and 7 now. All right, just past the 2-minute warning. Dropping back into coverage, watching over the middle. Trent Simpson's there. Mac Jones making the throw, really inaccurate. Tariq was there, trying to find Devontae Parker on the play. Mac Jones had plenty of time. It'll be 3rd and 7. And so we've been successful relatively in zone blitzing. We're going to play regular cover 2. Not too worried about it getting exposed here. Oh my God, almost could have been a PI. It's going to be incomplete though. 4th and 7 from the 39. They're taking the field goal. We'll see if they make it. It is a little bit long. It's raining a lot. And they shank it to the left. I forgot what team Mac Jones got traded to in real life. Because he's not on the Pats anymore. And Dan Arnold over the top. Can they connect? Oh, Dan Arnold drops it. It's wet out there. Not able to hold on to it. It was wide open. Teve was the nearest defender in the area. 2nd and 10. Gonna get back to running it with Walker. Decent blocks, cutting back inside, trying to make a man miss, picking up 9 yards in the play, making it 3rd and 1. Only 5 carries so far for Walker. Probably should step that up a little bit. And in fact, I actually think one of the players that we could rest here is Walker. Obviously, he's super important, but we do not want to risk injury with him either. Ken Walker on the carry. Oh, shedding the block immediately, but Ken Walker shedding the tackle attempt. Flag on 3rd and 1. Could move us back. It might be holding. And it looks like it's going to be making it 3rd and 11. Or 3rd and 10. Okay, we've decided with a 4-point lead to put in Charbonnet just to keep Ken Walker healthy. Not risk injury. He's so important for our playoff run. Charbonnet gets a big hole. Picks up the first. Does exactly what Ken Walker did on the last play. 40 seconds left in the half. You can start to use these timeouts in a moment here. Or in play action. And we got Charbonnet underneath. Almost picks up the first. I mean, 30 seconds remaining. We're going to call our timeout. I don't think anyone's going to fall for this play action, but we're going to look for DK on the corner. Noah Fant could come open on the crosser as well. And he is wide open on the corner route. He's going to be able to take it into the end zone. Another link up between Geno and DK. And that should cement this game. Don't want to speak too soon. We're up 21-10 at half. All right, now due to the nature of our playoff chances, up by 11 here in the second half, I'm going to go ahead and have Shane Kirkland come in for Geno. And Shane Kirkland escaping outside, finds Noah Fant, and gets a good block from DK. Noah Fant's got some room to run down at the 35. Shane Kirkland making an easy throw, just escaping outside, using his legs to extend the play, and then finding Noah Fant. Now, I like this play. We actually already have run this. Oh my God, we gotta... we couldn't run either of those plays, and we got a false start because of it. We saw the press coverage on DK, and we wanted to exploit it. All right, looking at Gooden, and we can see instead that it is zone coverage, and so JSN comes open across the middle, picking up 5. Kirkland now 2 for 2. If you guys don't remember when we were playing Kirkland and Sheldon Daniels earlier in the season when we were having a bit of a rough patch from Geno, Kirkland really struggled to throw the ball, and so did Sheldon Daniels. Throwing a lot of picks, not throwing a lot of touchdowns, but the offense is just so good right now. DK is just unstoppable. And also at this point, I'm going to bench, or did I say Geno? DK is unstoppable. I might have said Geno, I'm not sure. But we're going to bench DK at this point. Can't risk him being injured as well. He is honestly by far the most important piece of our offense. We are still playing our starters on defense. I just don't think we have a single starter on defense that is so pivotal that if they get injured, we're screwed. After Devin Witherspoon's gotten injured already. Maybe Tariq getting injured would be pretty bad. You could also say Derek Hall as well, since I mentioned earlier that he leads the team in sacks. But by the numbers, just based off of his actual stats, like his overall, he cannot be that much more valuable than like Boye Mafe or even Kenya Porter, who just got the tackle on that play. Come out in cover 3. They got 4 receivers out left. And it's a keeper for Mac Jones, who gets laid out, making it 4th and inches. And will the Pats go for it? They're down by 18. They're going to punt it. So I guess they're kind of waving the white flag here. They're 6-10. They really have no shot of making the playoffs anyways. So I guess they're just evaluating players at this point. And, yeah, I mean, punting the ball here is basically just, saying, like, we don't really care if we win. Deion Gooden goes down at the 24. And you give Charbonnet a chance to run the football. Good blocks. Again, Charbonnet picking up 6. And I've mentioned this before, but after this season, we will be changing the structure of the offense. Our offense, while it has had success, Deion Gooden one-on-one beat his man on the press. He holds on to it. He beats him all the way. I think it was Jonathan Jones. And Jabril Peppers can't catch him. Deion Gooden's got that elite speed. He's got that. That's why we played him on the outside instead of JSN for the most part, is because he has that breakaway speed, and he made the defender pay for pressing him. All right, if we get a stop, I'm not even going to say if we get a stop. We're up 35-10. We have a long ways to go through the playoffs, right? I feel a deep run coming, and we make the tackle. I'd say after this drive, we are going to go to the stats for the game, because this thing is basically over. We're up 25 points at home. And we'll go to the stats, and then after that, we'll get into our next game. It gets picked off by Julian Love. This is going to be his last play. We're going to bench all of the defensive starters, and he's going to take this all the way for the touchdown to give us an even larger lead. And that is going to end this game even faster. All right, we end up winning 42-10 as the final. No score after our pick 6. And let's go ahead and look at the stats. All right, so Gino finishing with 3 TDs and the 1 pick. Dan Kirkland with 2 touchdowns, no picks, 4 for 6. Very solid performance coming in. It had a 25-yard average per attempt passing the ball, which is absurd. Ramondre had great success on the ground, but it didn't matter. Charbonnet ran it 15 times for 54 yards. We basically just gave him the majority of the workload. DK only had 3 catches, but all 3 of them were for touchdowns. Just insane. JSN, 2 catches for 86 and a touchdown. Deion Gooden, only 1 catch. He's had very little volume the last couple of games, but he scores it. 70-yarder for the TD. And Yaseki had 1 touchdown. And then looking defensively, who led in tackles? It was Tariq. Sacks, we had 1 from Devin Bush, 1 from Christian Patterson earlier in the game, and Julian Love with the pick 6. All right, the first time we played against the Niners this season, we lost 28-21, and then in the second game, I think we won 34-20. Could be slightly off, but it's a 1-1 series this season, and we play them in the first round in the wild card when we host them. So that's a good advantage for us, but they are a very good team, despite the fact that they're 9-8. I mean, they're one of the best teams in the entire league. So let's start off with the first of many. So this is going to be talking about trying to make a deep push in the playoffs. Obviously, we've gone on an insane streak. We started out 3-0, and then after that, lost 6 in a row. And then since then, we are now, we're on an 8-game win streak. Let's see, Coach, you're heading into your first playoff game. Yeah, this is the first playoff game, I guess, since last year we did not make the playoffs. Playoff success often makes or breaks a career. Guarantee a win. We're not going to guarantee a win. That would be insane in the first playoff game of my young career. So no risk, no reward. That's fine. I'll take it. And let's see. After that, we got playoff rivals. And I don't know about just playoff rivals, just regular rivals. But playing our rivals in the playoffs, what are you expecting this game? I'm expecting, again, I would say hard hitting. And I don't know that hit power actually matters. I don't even know that it matters in Madden at all. It doesn't seem to really have much of an effect on forcing fumbles. The only time I ever force fumbles is when I'm going for a strip. And so, with that being said, we're not going to go into the game yet. We're going to go through our weekly strategy. and look at their team a little bit. They are best at preventing deep passes. And then for our 3 players that we're continuing to work on developing, it's going to be, yeah, JSN, Christian Patterson, and Shane Kirkland. But also just general training. Let's see if we get any upgrades. Because I don't think we're getting upgrades for players winning awards yet at this point with the wild card only. But let's go ahead and look at the awards real quick before we upgrade our players. So Gino finishing the season 32 touchdowns to 14 picks. And Shane Kirkland finishing with 2 TDs, 2 picks. And then 1,300 yards for Ken Walker. If you want to look at these in more detail, you can. If you want to stop the video. 58 catches. 20 of the 58 catches were touchdowns for 1,600 yards. Again, just only 58 catches, but 1,600 yards is absurd. Definitely video game numbers. Doesn't even make any sense. Derek Hall with 9 sacks, leading the team by far. Interceptions, it was Devin Witherspoon before he went out with injury. Now it's Christian Patterson, Julian Love, and Tariq Woolen. Forcing fumbles, the number 1 on our team is Boye Mafe. And then looking at our yearly award leaders. For the MVP, it's Mahomes, who's most likely going to win it. And then for the NFC, Offensive Player of the Year, makes sense that it's DK Metcalf. Defensive Player of the Year is going to be Micah Parsons. Did we have anyone in the running? No. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Deion Gooden ended up being 4th. It would have been cool if he could have won it, but Christian Patterson wins Defensive Rookie of the Year. And then Best Quarterback, Gino finished 5th, which is not bad. Best Running Back, Ken Walker finishing 6th, which is kind of crazy. I feel like he should have finished higher than 6th. Best Wide Receiver, makes sense, it's DK. And then O-line, we had Anthony Bradford, our backup guard, making it. Doesn't make any sense again. And then our backup center making it. Again, doesn't make any sense. Best D-line, we didn't have anybody. Best linebackers, we had Derek Hall at number 5. Best DBs. And I would have said that Witherspoon would be on here, but he missed the last 2 weeks with injury. That might have taken him out. Jason Myers winning Best Kicker. That's a thing that happened. Let's see these upgrades. We got Ken Walker, who's going to be a 90 overall after this upgrade. Finally getting to a 90. He started out as an 88. The reason he's not higher is because, again, we spent time while he was injured with that torn pec in Season 1, upgrading his receiving. And so he gets +2 to break tackle, +1 to carry. 23 years old. Still, you know, he's a 90 overall, playing up to a 93, and he still is not above star dev. Doesn't even make any sense. He has a broken finger? How did he get a broken finger? We benched him last week to prevent an injury. How did he get injured? Did he get injured in practice? That's significant. When did he get injured? I mean, you guys, this is all going to be in one video. So he was not injured when we put him on the bench. We stuck him deep in the bench so he wouldn't even be playing. And Anthony Bradford has an upgrade. That's insane. That is just driving me crazy. I don't know how he got injured. We benched him to prevent that exact outcome. So he's not going to be here for the wild card. If we win, he's not going to be here for the divisional either. And Devin Witherspoon's already out as well. Andrew Trainer gets an upgrade. Let's look at all of our injuries before we get into the game, and then we'll finally get into our playoff matchup. Yeah, so it's just the 2 of them. It's just Ken Walker and Devin Witherspoon. Okay, feast or famine offense, relying on the passing game a lot more than usual, not using Devin Witherspoon on defense and not using Ken Walker on offense means that Charbonnet is going to have to step up if we do run the ball against probably the best defensive line in all of football. All right, here we go. Coming out in nickel, trying to match them. Derek Hall and Boye Mafe on the edge. Devin Bush playing man coverage right now. Christian Patterson sitting back in zone. Looks like they got Jerick McKinnon out there. Debo with the catch. Again, playing man is a major problem because we got Debo matched up on Kobe Bryant. And so we're going to try to stick in zone as much as we can. Single back. Trying to shed the block is Devin Bush, but he couldn't do it. Here's what is significant, though, I found out, is that Joey Jackson, the rookie running back for them, is their starting running back this game because Christian McCaffrey is out with injury. I sent a man blitz, getting the pressure quickly. Devin Bush getting back, forcing a loss of 2. And so, yeah, I mean, obviously, McCaffrey is the key to their entire offense, so hopefully you can have a good defensive performance against them. Kenya Porter can't make the tackle. Mason goes down. Making it 3rd and 5. On 3rd and 5, we're dropping into cover 3. Got Ayuk and Kittle on the right, and beating the zone coverage over the middle. Going to be caught for the first down to the 41-yard line by Harrell. Harrell was a problem in our last matchup against them. Like, he was getting some significant first down pickups. Kind of a good 3rd down receiver. And watching over, and oh, flat. Mason can't get tackled because Trent Simpson just didn't play that correctly. 1st and 10 from the 29 now. And so, at least, you know, if we're missing Ken Walker, at least they're missing McCaffrey. The other thing is, obviously, we're missing Witherspoon, but I don't know if they're missing anyone defensively. It looked like some of their key players, like Fred Warner, are playing. Trenton Simpson takes down Ayuk. Still a gain of 6, and Purdy is still 4 for 4. Last game against the Niners, Purdy had 3 touchdowns and 2 picks. So, we're going to try to see if we can force him into some mistakes, like we did in our previous matchup, trying to get him to throw that pass over the middle, and a good tackle by Woolen. Still going to be a first down pickup anyways, though. Hull on the catch. We got a lot of different players playing in the backfield. They've used Mason so far. They've used Joey Jackson, Hull, and now they got Juszczyk back there. Juszczyk gets hit hard, doesn't fumble it, though. Gets a 1-yard pickup. Okay, we've been mixing it up a little bit. Going to go back into our cover 3. And watching it over the middle. Juszczyk with the catch. Picks up about 6 yards. To be 3rd and short. I hesitate to play man and do man blitzes because of the corners we got right now. Oh my God, we overstepped. Try to time the snap count, and instead it's going to be offsides and encroachment. And so they get the first down pickup at our 5-yard line now. I'm going to come out and cover 2. Yeah, Kenny Porter playing over the middle, our best run stopper, along with, get there. Christian Patterson makes a tackle, and Juszczyk just barely doesn't get into the end zone. Kenny Porter is probably our 2nd best run stopper, along with Mike Morris. And Draymond Jones is also a pretty good run stopper as well. 2nd and goal, we're sending a zone blitz. Christian Patterson can't escape it. Juszczyk dives into the end zone, scores a touchdown with Trenton Simpson all over him. Our offense is really tired for some reason, too. Not sure why. We've had a full week of rest. I guess it's because we're playing the wild card. And Charbonnet gets good blocks, gets to the edge, breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle. Goes down at the 35, 1 carry for 16 already. And that's the statement we need from Charbonnet stepping into Ken Walker's role, taking over his snaps. Got play action now off of that successful play, and Gino can't connect with Dan Arnold, who's wide open. Gonna try an RPO. You got McIntosh in on this play. Looks like it might be man coverage. I do worry about running an RPO with our receivers, though. We're gonna mix it up instead, actually. And we got JSN coming up and over the middle. Big catch, making it 3rd and short. And Gino knows that this game is super important for him, still continuing to be the face of the franchise at QB. Having a good game here means likely continuing to stay the starting QB next season. A poor performance probably means he's a backup, even though he's making $30 million, or he's getting cut, one of the two. Yeah, Noah Fant for the tight end screen. These have been successful at times. Fred Warner, though, playing it. We do get the block. Noah Fant picks up 6. There's about 30 seconds left in the first. Got an inside post, empty backfield out of the gun. Looking for JSN. And it's all covered. We got to throw it away. Almost took a sack. Yeah, no one got open in man coverage on that play. This looks like man coverage again. We're looking at the RPO. If not, Kenny McIntosh. McIntosh gets the first, dives down. That's going to be the end of the first quarter. We did actually try to make that RPO throw, but we were just late to do it. And it ended up working out really well for us. Over the middle, dangerous pass. Gooden gets his hands on it, but between the safety and the corner, can't hold on. 2nd and 10 now. We're going to look for McIntosh. Instead, actually, we're going to try a slip screen. We're thinking about running it potentially, too. On the screen, it gets tipped. McIntosh just couldn't separate enough from the D line. We really cannot afford to have the drive stall here. We're sending Fant on a go. We're looking for Metcalf on the post. JSN is on the corner route as well. JSN coming open. We got to connect, got to hold on to it, get our feet in bounds, and JSN does. Gino's third completion. 2 of them being to JSN now, who's been clutch in short yardage. Gonna run play action, looking for JSN to come over in motion. Noah Fant could come wide open, and he doesn't. Oh, there's a sack, and we fumbled it and almost lost possession. Nick Bosa coming through very quickly. All right, we're looking for a jailbreak screen for Derek Young. I don't know if I like it. Looks like it's man coverage. Good block coming from DK. Making it a little bit shorter. 3rd and goal from the 11. Okay, now we got DK playing in the slot. And we have him making a double move. We got 2 linebackers showing blitz over the middle in double nickel A-gap pressure. We're going to send him on a go. Got to throw it high. Can he hold on to it? He gets just absolutely killed by Hufanga. I mean, 4th and goal, and we got to take the field goal. Lately, we have not been settling for field goals a lot. We've been getting into the end zone quite a bit once we get into the red zone. But we do take a field goal on our first offensive possession. All right, we're going to show blitz, but come out and cover 2. Ayuk in the slot, watching it. Watching over the middle. Purdy trying to escape. Oh my God, we just knee Purdy in the head as he goes down. I don't know how. That would definitely be a penalty. I felt like we were going to get the hit off, but he just slid the last second. 2nd and 8. Sending his zone blitz. We can't get the pressure to come through. Purdy throws it away instead, though, so we get lucky. It's going to be 3rd and 8. That's his first incompletion. On 3rd and 8, we are going to play man. This might not make sense given the depth at corner. We got Simpson playing on Debo. We're guarding over the middle. Oh, someone got wide open, but we got pressure in time. Derek Hall making the play, getting the sack. Let's look at this play again. So we have somebody coming uncovered here. It looks like they had a rub route kind of going here. Devin Bush gets completely lost, and so Ayuk is going to come wide open. And Bush is going to run into Julian Love here too. But let's see who creates the pressure, if it's Derek Hall or somebody else. It is Derek Hall who generates it. Purdy starts running left, and Derek Hall sheds the block, gets the sack. And somehow Draymond Jones gets credited with a half sack here for just existing, which is insane. That is a huge stop, though. We got a heavy box. Pause. 1st and 10, we're going to run it with Charbonnet. They get the shed on Arnold as Nick Bosa, who's already an X factor. If we didn't stumble on that initial cut to the outside, I felt like we could have got some yards. Going to try play action. Same formation. JSN coming open. We fit it in that window just barely with Gino. JSN's having a massive game. 3 catches, 44 yards already. Very productive performance. Looking for Noah Fant on the short. Instead, we're going to throw it across body to the middle. Charbonnet, and Gino can't link up. Gino just couldn't get it to him. 2nd and 10. Still in single back ace with our 2 tight ends. Gonna send DK on a sweep, and of course, who's there? Nick Bosa. We should probably be more strategic in sending our designed run plays for our receivers and stuff like that away from Nick Bosa's side. Gonna send the RPO to Deion Gooden. Can he get his man beat on the inside? He almost picks up the first to be 4th and 1 at the 50. We're gonna go for it. All right, we actually decided to punt the ball away at the 50. Starting them at the 2-yard line is pretty nice. Good field position. Just got to make sure we make them pay. And Joey Jackson picks up 2 yards. Okay, we're sending a man blitz. Again, a little bit risky. It's worked for us so far in this game. They only got 1 receiver on the field. It's Debo. Joey Jackson gets brought down again after a gain of just 1 yard. At the 5-yard line now, 3rd and 7. We're going to look like we're sending pressure, but we're going to be in cover 3. We're in base 3-4 defense. And, oh my God, a huge gap down the seam. Ayuk makes us pay, picks us up at the 37. I can't believe, of all things, we get beat downfield in cover 3. Okay, 1st and 10 from the 37. Let's get out of man coverage. We got killed in our cover 3 zone, but we're going to play cover 3 again. Watching over the middle, we're all over it. And Purdy can't escape. Kenny Porter with the sack. Purdy's facing some pressure. The D-line is generating it. I don't know if you guys remember from the beginning of this season, but we could not get a sack to save our life. It's so nice to see us able to get some pressure. Again, another sack, this time from Derek Hall, his 2nd sack of the game. 3rd and 23. It's a very defensive game. That's not exactly what I expected going into this game. All right, coming out in cover 3 again, watching the seams. We're playing it with Devin Bush on the left side. It's going to be a run instead with Hull, and he's brought down, and we're going to call a timeout. 40 seconds left in the half. We're going to see if we can try to get points on the board before halftime. All right, starting from our 28. 36 seconds remaining. Going to give it a run here, see if we can get anything with Charbonnet. And Charbonnet faces a wall, picks up a yard. And we're just going to let this go to half, I think. 20 seconds remaining. We don't see a press on DK. That's usually what we like to see if we're going to just take a deep shot. We're going to run play action. Switch the formation up. This is going to be our last play or second to last play. We'll see how it goes. We're going to send DK out wide. 5 seconds left on the clock. We're going to snap it. You see 2 high safeties. DK's got a one-on-one. He beats Travarius Ward. He can't get his hands on it. That's going to be halftime. Give him a shot one-on-one to make a play and possibly get into the end zone before half, but they can't connect again. We do start the second half with the ball. I'm going to return the kickoff with Gooden. Looks like we get some good blocks to line up and just couldn't quite find the hole. That's what she said. 1st and 10 from the 30. We're going to give Charbonnet another chance to run the ball, and obviously it's been not very successful, but that's been because it's not Charbonnet's fault. He had 1 nice carry for 16 yards to start the game, but really it's just because Nick Bosa has been kind of a game wrecker in the run game. But now we see he is on the right side. We're going to run a stretch to the left after we got good position from that first run for 5. We got Fred Warner playing over the middle, and we got good blocks to the outside. Charbonnet gets to the sideline down at the 48-yard line. Normally out of week, you see us running play action with Beckham, or you see us running a play action power L, but we're going to run it up the gut. Charbonnet picks up 2. 2nd and 8, we're going to run play action. Looking for DK on the comeback. Arnold and Fant on crossers. And DK gets an insane separation. They're worried so much about the deep ball that anything like a curl or a comeback is going to be wide open. Yeah, we got McIntosh in. And we're going to run bench. It's zone, it looks like. And Gooden holds onto it. No, he can't. Oh, my God. I was thinking that we could make it 4th and manageable if we can't pick up the first out of bench. It's going to be 4th and 8 instead. Okay, we didn't go for it last time. We're going to go for it this time. We're sending Noah Fant on a go. And we're going to send JSN on an in. And we're looking for DK. DK's got a one. Oh, my God. It's not even in bounds. Gino is 6 for 16. He's reverted back to earlier in the season. Are incredibly inaccurate on these throws. And I think it's just because of the lack of momentum. The defense is doing everything they need to right now. And that's kind of how it was early in the season when we were on our losing streak as well. But we need to switch up the play calling on offense to give Gino a better chance. Marquise Blair getting in position for the sack, but Purdy throws it away. I don't know if he threw it away or if it's just really inaccurate. It's going to be 2nd and 10. But quarterback play out of Purdy and Gino hasn't been great. I mean, Gino hasn't thrown a pick, but just hasn't been on target. Patterson gets blocked. Oh, my God. Joey Jackson makes Trent Simpson miss, I think, and he takes it all the way for the touchdown. He can't get there for the stop. They're 14-3. We can definitely come back from this still, though. It's only the 3rd quarter. There's one team I just can't stand losing to, and it's the Niners. We're going to do everything in our power to come back and make this a game again. We're saying DK on a go. We're looking for Gooden on the corner route. Gooden is wide open already in the seam. Holds onto it. Gets bodied. Gooden now 2 catches for 30. And everyone's chipping in, it seems like, except for DK. We got Gooden in the seam again, it looks like. No. And we get sacked. Hesitated too long. Hargrave comes in for the sack. It's going to be 2nd and 20. Okay, we got wide trail. We got trips out on the right side. We're looking for... See, we're going to send JS on to go. We're looking for DK on the post. And DK is wide open. He finally connects with Gino. Gets the first down pickup. A huge first down conversion. We're going to go no huddle. Keep this defense on the field. And try to tire them out a little bit more. Okay, we're snapping. JS. No! Oh, my God. It almost got picked off. That would have killed us. Throwing a pick right there. Try to go no huddle. Just forced a pass over the middle. Halfback draw, and Charbonnet picks up a good amount of yards, making it 3rd and short. Yeah, we're looking for a boot here from Arnold. I don't think they're going to see this coming. Got Fred Warner playing over the middle. He does look at it, but Fant is wide open. DK Metcalf with a nice block. Fant carries his man down to the 4. All right, we're right back in it. Looking for DK. They're not going to send a corner blitz from the 1. So Charbonnet tries to dive in down at the 1. Okay, it's a heavy box. We're passing. Charbonnet just has to outrun the defensive line. Actually, that was a corner. He does it, though. Gets into the end zone for the touchdown. We're back in it. Only down by 4. We're actually only down by 3. We got the 2-point conversion. 1st and 10. They're in I form. I expect them to try to run the ball a little bit more. And it's been working. Oh, and they run play action. Debo stays in bounds. Kobe Bryant couldn't make a play on the ball. We try to force a fumble. We can't do it. We thought that was 100% a run play out of I form. 100%. I mean, and we dove at Joey Jackson's legs. And Purdy got to sit back and make the throw to Debo instead. And that could have been a huge stop for us. If we didn't dive too early, that would have been a sack for sure. Debo with the catch on Kobe again. And we're not being disciplined. Purdy is now 9 for 11. We cannot be playing man coverage against this team with our depleted corners. Come back in zone. We are in man. Oh, my God, we're in man. Okay, they're running to the left. Joey Jackson breaks the tackle from Christian Patterson. All right, here we go. They're running clock a little bit, it feels like. They're definitely playing slowly. Sending a man blitz. I know we said we're not going to do that. And, of course, immediately... Oh, my God. Ayuk broke Patterson's tackle. He fumbles it. Oh, my God. They got it. Harold down at the 2-yard line. Wow, an insane play. I mean, right here, we think Ayuk's going to get tackled, but we go for the strip instead from Julian Love. Christian Patterson... Just, I don't know what this tackle attempt is, but he just slipped right off of him. Ayuk gets it over here, and then Bryant forces the fumble, and Harrell falls right on it. All right, they're in single back ace. Watching for play action. Trying to watch over the middle. And looks like it's a run for sure. Up the middle, and we had no one there. Devin Bush got blocked. Christian Patterson couldn't shot a block either. They score the TD. All right, well, their offense is picking it up, but so is ours. I think we're going to start to score a lot quicker. We're going to send Dan Arnold on the go. We're looking for DK on the post. And it's man coverage. We see it. DK Metcalf separates. And, oh, if he could have gotten past Dan Arnold instead of running into him, he was taking that all the way. Yeah, DK Metcalf is not going out with having a fair share of targets. 2 catches now for 50 yards. We got to give him the ball even more. 14 seconds left in the quarter. DK beats his man one-on-one. We try to lead him. We do, and DK holds onto it for the touchdown. Right back at him. All right, we're playing nickel, 2nd and 5. They're in the gun. They got Juszczyk in the backfield. Really doesn't mean anything. It could mean a pass, and he's pass blocking, or it could just mean that they're straight up running it with it. They have so many guys that are playing, and an insane throw. We can't pick it off. Trent Simpson plays great coverage, though, on Ayuk, which, again, man coverage with Trent Simpson on Ayuk is a recipe to lose this game, and we need to stop doing it. We're going to come out and cover 3. Great pressure, though, by the defensive line. 3rd and 5, watching over the middle. And Trent Simpson was too busy playing over the middle. Kittle picks up the first. Purdy 11 for 14. And they're just getting all of these pivotal first downs. That's Kittle's first catch. They got Jackson and Hull in the backfield. I'm expecting a pass, and it is. We're watching over the middle with Devin Bush. High pass, but Juszczyk actually can't hold on to it. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Coming out in cover 3. Again, we got our best defensive lineman out there right now. Except for Boye Mafe is not out there on this play. Tariq Woolen trying to come get the stop. Debo picks up the first, but he gets injured on the play, which is pretty huge, holding his glute. You know, you come out in cover 2. They're in I form. So far, they've shown us in I form that they're definitely willing to pass and run some play action too. Jose Jackson, damn, we cannot shut a block. Jackson doesn't go down. Devin Bush can't tackle him. And Joey Jackson, the rookie running back, is playing better than McCaffrey might have played. He's just breaking so many tackles, we can't bring him down. The blocks are insane for them. Speaking of which, it actually makes no sense that they would draft a running back with McCaffrey on the roster, but clearly this is the exact situation where it makes sense. Okay, and they're sending Fred Warner on a blitz. We got some separation with Fant. Fant goes down at the 50-yard line. Gotta speed things up. Gonna go no huddle. DK Metcalf's our one receiver out there. We're gonna run play action, looking for the comeback. And I don't really like how it looks. And Geno escaping out and wasted some time, but picked up a yard. Again, Geno has played so well the back half of this season. We cannot go out without putting up 30. And, oh, we got to throw it away. Oh, when as soon as I say that, we get sacked. It's going to be third and 23. We still got this, though. I-form, they should be expecting pass all the way. DK is not getting pressed off the line. The safety is not playing too high. DK is going to have a one-on-one ball. We're throwing it up to him. It's Hufanga versus DK. DK gets killed again. It's going to be 4th and 23. We got to punt it. We still have timeouts. They're telling us to go for this. And I'm gonna listen to it. Yeah, Gooden on a corner. I don't love it. We don't even have DK in, though. This is going to be so... Okay, we're looking at JSN. Gotta pray. JSN beat his man one-on-one. Lead him. Oh, no, he didn't lead him very well. Oh, and he can't hold on to it. If he would have led him down the field, he had a step. He had a step. The fate of our playoff, our playoff chances continuing ride on just making this lead pass to JSN, who has a step. He has a step. If you lead it over the top, look at JSN has to slow down and come back to the ball. If he leads them, it's a catch easily. Might even be a touchdown. All right, we know what they're going to do. They're going to keep running it with Joey Jackson. And the question is, can we actually slow them down or stop them? Because their run game has been insane. Okay, we're going to try to get outside. Julian Love with the tackle. Jackson has 9 carries for 130 yards and 3 TDs. And that has been kind of the downfall of our defense in some occasions is Ramondre Stevenson last week had a huge game running the ball. Can we stop the run game? Juszczyk, there's no linebackers at the second level to meet Juszczyk. He just picks up an easy first out at the 22. And it's not like we don't have guys in position. We got Christian Patterson here. We got Devin Bush here. Now let's get a stop in the run game. They're going to... Oh, they're actually passing. Okay. Throwing it underneath. And a huge hit by Kobe Bryant. Damn, man. They're in field goal range. 10-point game. This is, if we can hold them to a field goal, it's still a 2-possession game. And get the sack! Purdy! Oh, my God. We can't sack him. He gets the pass thrown away. They're going to be 3rd and 9. Maybe that's better. Maybe it's better because it stopped the clock. We didn't have to use a timeout. Going to go into cover 3. This is game right here. Oh, we got Derek Hall in coverage. I don't love it. And on the deep end, we're on it. Purdy running. He picks up the first. Oh, God damn, man. We couldn't get pressure up the middle. He just runs right through the middle. Running cover 1. Expect a run play. It's going to be a pass. And, oh, my God, he dropped it. Got lucky. Bryant completely whiffed. We got to hope that they pass it again. They are passing it again. And Ayuk holds on to it. It's going to be 3rd and 6. We're not using a timeout again yet. If we get a stop, it's not over. This would be a ridiculous comeback if we weren't able to pull it off. But coming out in cover 1, this is risky again. Watching the short outs. We're there. Bryant. It's going to be inaccurate to Ayuk. It's going to be a field goal. So we got 3 minutes left. We got the 2-minute warning. We got all 3 of our timeouts. We got to get a score quick. It would be great if we could just get it to DK for a 1-play touchdown again, like we did on a previous drive. But we got to get a stop, a full stop next possession. We got to score right now. I'm confident we can actually score here, too. See, we got DK in the slot. We got McIntosh on the outside. Looks like it's man coverage straight up. And Noah Fant got some separation over the middle, past the 50-yard line already. No huddle. Here we go. Come on. We got to score so quick. Got DK on a go. I'm looking for DK the whole way. DK gets hit. Underneath. Can we get it to him in time? JSN holds on to it down at the 8-yard line. Can we go no huddle and get it before the 2-minute warning? That's the question. Okay, we're looking for the corner route from DK all the way. We got to get the snap off. Corner route. He gets it! Back in the end zone, touchdown. I can't believe we scored that quickly. 3 plays and a touchdown, and we're within a 1-possession game. We got to get a stop. We're not even at the 2-minute warning yet. This is very doable. Very winnable still. Like I said, Geno is not going out without 30 points on the board, and DK is not going out without scoring at least a touchdown. At least 2, actually. Joey Jackson. No! Oh, my God. We're not using our timeout yet. We're going to let them run it. If they pick up the first, then we're going to use our timeout. It's going to get real dicey. We're run committing. We're run committing. We were not offsides, were we? Were we offsides? They get the first down anyways. Who was offsides? Kenya Porter, our D tackle's offsides. We didn't use him at all, so we know it was just some BS. All right, 3-4. The clock is not stopped. It's 1st and 10. They can take this all the way down to 40 or 30 seconds. We're going to let them do it, and then we're going to use our timeouts. But this is the game, basically. This is the game. Got two guys in the backfield. They got Hull and Joey Jackson. And if we get the ball back, it's going to be with about 20 seconds left, and we have to make a miracle happen. We're going to have to score a touchdown, like a walk-off touchdown, or a similar drive to what we just had on our last one. 8 seconds left. They're going to snap any second. Fully expect a run, but they're in a pass formation. It's going to be a run, though. We know it. And Hull loses yards. If we could have forced a fumble out, and they get an injury timeout. That's massive. They have to use a timeout themselves on the injury. That's huge. And so now we're going to come out and cover one man again. We know it's a run. Joey Jackson was brought down. Ooh, we almost missed the gap again. Call a timeout. 26 seconds remaining. It's going to be 3rd and 11. Okay, 3rd and 11. I wouldn't put it past him to actually throw this. And they are going to run it with Hull. He's got a convoy. He's brought down. Calling a timeout. It's 4th and 10 from the 40. 20 seconds remaining. We have one timeout. Gooden has a chance to return this for a TD, or we have to make something happen in one play. It is not over, though. That's what we said the entire game. It's not over. Gooden is brought down quickly at the 20-yard line. We can get one play off. Okay, we got two high safeties. They got Gooden getting pressed on the outside. They got DK one-on-one, it looks like. Might even be zone. We're looking for DK up the middle. DK's got to beat. No! That was the game. That was the game winner. That was the game winner. He was wide open. Beat his man on the press. The safety came over to help on JSN. We got to send Gooden on a go, too. 8 seconds here. We might have a chance still. Gooden beat his man one-on-one. Gooden for the win. Gino gets it to Gooden with no time remaining. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. And that's going to be a walk-off. I can't believe it. Gooden, the rookie receiver, comes up with the play of the season, beating his matchup. I'm losing my voice. And this stadium is going crazy. I can't believe he got the walk-off one-on-one. They didn't press. Didn't matter. Gooden took it all the way. We just got to make the PAT. Just got to make the PAT. That's all we got to do. And it should be good. No block. And we get the walk-off touchdown. Patrick Mahomes-esque from Geno Smith. Beating our rivals in a heartbreaking win for us. Kyle Shanahan can't believe it. Another historic L for the Niners in the Kyle Shanahan era. For the stats for the game, Geno, 4 touchdowns, no picks, 17 for 31, 400 passing yards. Purdy, 14 for 21, no touchdowns and no picks. Joey Jackson had an insane game, almost won them the game by himself. 11 carries, 140 yards, 3 TDs. Charbonnet having a decent performance, but, you know, when we're down by so much, you have to start throwing the ball, and that's exactly what we did. Gooden with 3 catches for 100 and a TD. DK, 4 catches for 100 and 2 TDs. Noah Fant, 4 catches for 100. JSN, 4 catches for 80. And, yeah, the whole, I mean, our 3 receivers and Noah Fant all had great performances. Defensively, leading the way in tackles is going to be Kobe Bryant. Sacks was Derek Hall with 2, basically. Kenny Porter with 1. Interceptions, we didn't have a single one. Purdy didn't throw one. Forced fumbles, Kobe Bryant had 1 that almost was game-altering, but the Niners recovered it. Yeah, and that is why we don't guarantee playoff wins, because crazy stuff like that happens, where, you know, we thought we were going to win, and then we thought we were going to lose, and then we end up winning at the last second. Brandon Scherf gets an upgrade. And again, this is probably going to be Brandon Scherf's last year on the team, but he gets an upgrade now to an 83, 84 with team morale boost. Charbonnet up to an 80 with team morale, whatever, and really a 79. But he is going to be starting next week as well, because Ken Walker is still going to be out, and so is Devin Witherspoon.